it going? Going good over here.
Going good.
Right?
It's going good. And we starting to get some breaks in the weather and spring is here. And before you know it, it'll be summer. And I like spring. And I like fall. I'm not gonna say summer, it's my favorite, but this is not
I
the
like the days that the days are now longer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I like that. I like that.
yeah.
I really do. I really
Because
like
we
long.
get some nice days, but it seemed like winter be like, yeah, no, I changed my mind. I think I'm coming back. And so, but the fact that the days are longer is still nice.
It's been
Yeah.
like this all week. Like, are we in winter? I need to put my Ugg boots back on.
Over here,
Exactly.
back and forth, back and forth.
It was really challenging. But I'm not gonna belabor this one, okay, you guys, because I actually saw another podcaster using this, and I thought it was pretty cool because I think because we're all seasoned women, you know what I mean, and we go through these different changes with the change of this season. Um, I just want to talk about how are you handling this episode is called Aging Loudly and Proudly. That sounds really nice, don't it? Like it's a happy time. Don't look too happy, Keisha. You just okay. Look, I had to try to like think of like, do a little check mark on what I like about being in this season. Um, it's damn sure not menopause, but I'm trying to think of other things that make me happy. I think that I'm more concise about my decisions than I've ever been in my whole life. And help me out, y'all. What y'all?
Okay, so what I think about aging loudly and proudly is first of all acceptance. Acceptance that you are getting older, you are changing. But however,
Mhm,
acceptance does not mean that you stop doing things. It
mhm,
may be a difference of how you do things.
mhm,
It may be just opening up yourself to a new perspective.
mhm.
Um, and it doesn't mean old and dried up.
Yes,
It means
my
it could
class
mean
because I'm old.
um, something new, doing something new, changing yourself. So it's a multitude of things that
Yeah,
I think about.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you hit it on the button, acceptance. Because I'll be honest, I haven't accepted just like feeling achy all the time. I'll be honest, but I know that comes with the territory, but I haven't accepted that. But I have accepted that, life is what it is, and good, bad, or indifferent, age brings things that I cannot change. That's what I have accepted. You know what I mean? I have accepted that. I have accepted that my kids are grown. Whatever decision they make on their own. You know what I mean? That I shouldn't feel guilty about doing things that I enjoy because I should do that because I deserve it. So I've accepted all the things that usually when I was younger, I didn't, you know what I mean? I always put a lot of things on the back burner. So now I don't do that. I do what I please pretty much. If that sounds selfish, then I think I am in a selfish era. Um this kind of leads into like Michelle Obama, you know what I
But
mean?
is it selfish or is it self-care? As Celeste would say,
Yeah,
self-care is not selfish.
I think it's self-care. I think it's self-care, and it just made me think about Michelle Obama and
Hmm.
how people just started to, assume that, her and Barack Obama was having problems because she doing her. Um, I wouldn't really even care if I wasn't doing me. I wouldn't be going to no inauguration or somebody I know that doesn't like me. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to play games like that. But if I have, like she was saying, if I have plans, I'm going to do my plans because I'm going to do me. That public life is now, second or third nature to her, and I applaud her for that.
I do too.
I applaud her for because you can you can waste away. You know what I mean, living up to other people's expectations. That's what I
That's for
learned.
sure.
I had learned in
Mm,
this season of life, you can really like, miss the mark living up to somebody else's expectation.
that's
Times
for
what
sure.
you think.
Um, I look at it a little differently. I never had a problem with age. I've never had an issue. It's nothing for me to accept. As long as I wake up, I got breath, then God decided that I'm still going to be here. So now I just have to live today to the fullest, right?
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, what acceptance is there? It really isn't my choice, right? So the only choice that I could make myself is to remove myself from here, which at the end of the day is still predestined for me, right?
Right.
So how I see it is am I better than I was the day before? Am I doing better than I was the day before? And so with age comes the fact that God willing that my children age as well. So then now they're adults with families of their own.
Mhm.
The advice that I give to them is that of advice from a parent to an adult child, as opposed to a parent that's still raising the child.
Mhm.
All of these are pluses, right? This cannot be a negative. Now,
Right.
do I have all of these symptoms of menopause that I think is from menopause, or do I think it's from weight gain? Whatever the reason being, some being um, life choice decisions that I've made that I may be paying for now. Some are just DNA that I can't really do anything about anyway. So
Right.
I think that, so then for me, using the word acceptance doesn't really fit because I'm here. He
Mhm.
says I'm going to be here, so I'm here. What are you going to do with it? And so it reminds me of when Eric was sick and just having the conversations that I had with him, my brother, prior to him passing, and then him saying, make every day a 10. Like your day starts out that way.
Mhm.
And so the decision for you is to decide, are you going to live in that 10? Is it going to continue to be a 10? Or are you going to let other things detract from that? Does
Mhm.
that mean every day is perfect for me? No, not at all. But again, I'm on this side of glory instead of the other. So it's
That's right.
already a plus.
Mhm.
So, what are the challenges that come with that? Trying to be positive, trying to make a difference for myself and for others that are important to me. That's what you have to look at to me the most. And so everything else just kind of comes with the territory. How are you going to handle it? Like you said, Kim, my kids are grown now. So the need for you is different than it was before, right? That should take some pressure off of you. So then being this age should be a good thing. Like we have different responsibilities or different concerns. And even when you're dealing with aging parents, um, losing them is still going to always be forever a loss. But when we get to be this age and they get to be the age that they are, if they were to happen in the order in which we think or we believe it should happen, then we're going to miss them. But look how much life they've gotten, right? So you still have to look at it from a positive perspective. And so that's how I view it. That's me.
Keisha?
Well, okay. So I think we're pretty much saying the same thing because when I said acceptance, it's really your mindset.
Yeah.
You have to change your mindset about the different things. Sure, like I'm experiencing aches now. My mindset is I'm going to do something about it.
Right.
And then once I do something about it, then I can move on to the things that I really want to do. Just like I just learned the new dance boots on the ground. So I am ready for trail rides for the summer. However, my hip, after I finished practicing, my hip started hurting. But guess what? I'm getting that surgery. So I can do those things. So
See?
so acceptance, mindset, pretty
Yeah.
much the same thing, learning something new, doing something for yourself, knowing that the kids no longer just like we are advisors now. So we're not telling them, we're advising them, they do it, they don't, whether they do or don't take our advice. Hey,
Don't,
it's all good because you got a life
Yeah.
to live, you got a track
And
to
it's their consequence to,
and it's
to
their
deal with.
consequences for that.
Yes, yeah, for
Checking
sure.
up on your on like I said before, checking up on your health, and it may be changing your style. You look in your closet and you say, "Oh, I don't even that doesn't even that's not me anymore. I'm just gonna reinvent yourself."
Yeah.
Whether it's cutting your hair, growing it out, learning something, whatever. So, and that to me is living out boldly and proudly. And just like something Kim said earlier about your choice, the what was the word? How you're very decisive about the things you want to do and don't want to do.
You're right.
I
You're
mean,
intentional.
really,
We're
it's
more
really now, it's
intentional.
like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that.
Right.
I'm
And
just
we're more
not.
intentional, right? We do things
Very,
on
yes,
purpose now,
yes.
right? And so because we've got more years behind us than in front of us, we're more intentional about what we do because we know what didn't work before. We
Mm-hmm.
know, or we've seen friends or family go through certain things. So, I may not know what to do, but I certainly know what not to do. And
Mm-hmm.
so that can send you in a trajectory, right? So having a comfort level,
To be honest, y'all, this might sound like it's a little cliche, but I don't take anything serious anymore. Like when I say I don't take anything serious anymore, like everybody noticed the tumultuous time that's going on and
Mm-hmm.
they ask me questions, I'd be like, who me? Huh? Because I feel like this. There's other things, like you said, Chauncey. We got less days than we got more now, unless
right,
unless we're going to be in the hundreds, and if we are, thank you Jesus. You know what I mean?
right, right,
But I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that in a negative way, but better have some good backup and way things are going.
right.
But I say like the things I want to know what do y'all do fun now? So y'all living your best life. What do y'all do fun? And be honest, what do y'all do that is fun?
I travel. I like getting that passport stamped. That's always um a good thing for me. And so it keeps me leveled and doing that a few times a year just kind of brings me balance, right? Um, because I still work and every day and that can be crazy in itself. Spending time with family, like that becomes fun. Like we have a ball. Same thing with friends. When we get together, it's fun. You know what I mean? So I have a list of things that I think I would still like to do, but I've done a lot. So even while I'm still
About done a lot. We talking about right now. What do you
right.
doing? Like I know you do a lot of ministry
Hmm.
but what else do you do? What else you do,
Yeah.
Keith? Because I can tell you, I can run down the things that I do. Because when um I have the best time with my husband now than I had when Joe and Jose was little people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I have
Right.
the best time because like there's no whole bar with us. You see what I'm saying? Like now we make videos in the room, just crazy crap. You know what I mean? That
Okay.
you just like we have so much fun. And
Right.
just for us to tell each other that we love each other is just so heartwarming now because I
Okay.
think that even if we have a crossroad of anything getting ready to happen in our lives, we just don't even care about that because we do fun things like whatever he likes, it seems like I like it too. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh
Not a,
no, I get that.
it's not even a compromise thing. Like, yo, we was talking about football just ended. We looking forward to come back. We gonna go and hang out with my brother and go see the Phillies because we like sports.
You're
But
right.
paying for football to come back because that's our favorite season. Down to cooking a meal together and getting in the car and just riding to a place and getting some water ice. That is our fun thing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And
No, get it.
I'm not saying just contingent on Keith, but it's contingent on that. Like I really don't give a crap about a lot of stuff anymore. And I think my whole life, those 56 years and plus, that I had to make a decision like now in my life, make sure my health is, up to par and things like that. That what I have seen now in this last probably 2 years is don't sweat the little things. You know what I mean? Things that
Exactly.
that's why I think living boldly is don't sweat the little things. Cause I joke with y'all and things like that. Y'all know my history. You know what I mean? I could be a serial person or whatever you want me to be. I will appear like that. But right now, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I am at this age. I still am viable. You know what I mean? I can run, you know what I mean? I can go for a walk, you know what I mean? I can just do things because I still have the ability to do it. So that's my living boldly. Keisha, I want to know what you living boldly doing.
So I am learning new line dances
See?
because, like I said earlier, I love to dance. So now that that's out, I was like, okay, I got the first one down. I'm on to my next one. I am discovering now because I I cooked, but I wasn't, not thrilled about it. But I'm finding myself going through recipes and I'm finding myself trying these recipes out, and it's really, really good. So, just cooking, and of course, I love concerts. So that is my thing, going to a concert. So,
Wow, that's nice. Now,
things
see,
that
the end of the summer last year, we
I
brought
like.
bikes. We brought bicycles.
Okay.
And
We got
so
bikes too. We got bikes too.
we didn't get a chance to put the hook on the back of the car, so we have to have that hook put on the back of the car. So our goal is to, ride this summer, right? And so once the weather actually breaks, and then like you said, Kim, to be able to do it together.
Mhm.
Um, it's not that I don't take something seriously because I think there are things that I need to take seriously, but like you, I don't sweat the small stuff. That's what I no longer do, like you. And so, and what I have found is there's a difference between worry and concern.
Yeah.
There
Mhm.
are some things I'm concerned about, but I no longer worry because worry just keeps you in the same spot. You don't go anywhere. And so, as a person of faith, I know that that takes away my belief in what he will do for me, for the ones that I love and the ones that I care about. So, yeah, I don't worry. There's some things that concern me, but I don't worry. And so, other people may be like, oh my God, you're worried about this? No, I'm not worried.
At the end of
Even if I mention it,
going to be, you know what I mean?
people are going to be who they're going to be.
You worry about something that you ain't got no control over, you know,
That part.
like when I say, am I concerned the times we live in? Yeah, I'm concerned.
Yeah, yeah. But you're not going to lose sleep.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's still some things that,
Like that no more. I see, but I
yeah.
see, and I just feel like, yeah. But y'all,
Now, it still be some things I'd be like, I won't say it surprised me, but I just be like, really though? Ugh, just
yeah,
disgusting. Or, you know what I mean? Whatever emotion it gives you in that moment, and then you have it, and then you move on.
yeah. Let
That's
it.
the other thing about aging, right? You
Mhm.
allow yourself the emotion,
Mhm.
live in it, just don't stay there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Some
That's the
people
thing.
older than us, they don't do that, and I think it's a mindset. Like,
Yeah, you can't stay there, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Allow yourself the moment. I love that cat. Allow yourself the moment, and then you move on.
you want to render?
I do. I want to. I love her. I love her so much.
Her looking at me, y'all. Like, she's so. Um, I think that I think that not everybody I know is living like that, Chauncey and Keisha, but
Okay.
I hope people look at this episode because life is short and we see a lot of our friends and people we grew up with that is leaving this world and stuff. And I say this much, enjoy your time. You know what I mean? Enjoy your time.
Because because not only that, but we've gotten here. That means that
Yeah.
we've earned some things. I've earned these gray hairs that keep popping through and can't decide if they stay in, and then they leave, and then a different one come back. And because my husband said to me, "Oh, I see your grays coming through." I'm like, "Yeah," because I gotta decide when and if I'm gonna let them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When do I get to the point where I was like, okay, yeah, go ahead and just let them come in? Sometimes they're just a nuisance for a little while and then they're gone, or you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
but I have friends who have it growing out the roots, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, your hair is beautiful, and because it just is
No,
coming in that way, and so, but it doesn't change how
my
old you are.
grade, my
That's
grade
right.
come
It
in
doesn't.
like my grade doesn't come in like that. You know what I mean? It's just too
Okay.
sporadic. But if I had
Yeah.
if I had like dominant grade, I think
Yes.
I would let it all come in.
Me
I
too.
might wear my hair curly instead of wearing it in ponytails and straight. I would wear it curly.
Hmm.
I might even go short. You know what I mean?
Yes. Exactly.
But it's not growing that way. It's not
Right. That's what
Not
I'm saying. And we're all different, right? But it doesn't change how old we are. However much gray you have on your head, it doesn't change how old you are. And I know many people that are like full gray and they still look like they're 25. So it just, one
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with the other. And so, but for some people, I think it does. That makes them feel older. It makes them, they think other people view them as older. And I don't know. I'm just kind of glad to have my age. I'm glad to be where I am because, quite honestly, I wouldn't want to be in my 20s again.
I ain't gonna say
I
that.
wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Because
I wouldn't.
I'll say my early 20s. I had to start off a little crazy, but I always
I
tell
just wouldn't want to. I would,
that's why
yeah.
God changed, because God knew I needed to be grounded. I needed to be I needed to be grounded. And
Yeah.
I just knew that when I became a parent, I was a 100% parent, so
Yeah. You made the change and
yeah.
did it
That's what
gracefully.
I was in my late 20s, like having kids, like Jose can
Hmm.
30. And I just know that it was a big change for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was a welcoming change, and I was good with it. I was good with it because I felt like I had tore up enough places, did enough damage, and
Mother had lived.
left a mark. So yeah, it was okay for me to take the fire and cool it out for a little bit. But this was an episode, y'all. Final thoughts.
My final thought would be uh, accept it as Keisha said, but do it gracefully. You know what I mean? So just realize and learn the lessons that were given to you and share the knowledge.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I would say that aging out loud is all about evolving. Just
I like
evolving.
that. hmm And my final thoughts is aging is a blessing. Not all people
Amen.
see it.
That's right.
I say I'm thankful for that. So
Yep.
joining me tonight is,
It's your girl Chauncey.
And I'm Keisha.
and I'm Kimmy. So join us next Wednesday when we have a new episode. Have a wonderful week on purpose and take care of yourself.